It just
Okay, let's go on to another question here. Uber Scheiser, who, by the way, is I think knows us, came to us from Pine Creek channel. I could be wrong. Gave both Jonathan and I these
Tumblers,
nice
great
tumblers
yeah.
with Trinity Radio logo and our
Nice.
names.
Yeah, mine says Jesus drowned babies.
Yeah, that's a quote from Dr. Pritchett.
Yeah, because Pine Creek said apologists believe that Jesus is God and God drowned babies in flood, but they'll never say Jesus drowned babies. I'm like, Jesus drowned babies.
Yeah, so they put that on a cup and gave it to us, and along with a poo for drown. There was a poo for drown.
It's
thing.
a lovely. Thank you, Uber.
But we do appreciate that, Uber, and I drink out of it.
I use it every day.
I didn't wash it before I drank out of it, so I really trusted you, Uber. That's what I think. Nice. But anyway, they say, what if one claims they don't know if a God exists, but they are confident all the Abrahamic religions are false? What are the pronouns for this position? Well, the long and short of that position is you're agnostic in such a state.
Yeah, because
at least in the global sense. In the global sense.
Yeah,
you
globally,
can be a local
you can
atheist
say,
to a God.
I don't know if no gods exist, but you're telling me that this one, which goes back to Siggy's question, that even an agnostic on the question of some God of the philosophers or whatever, I'm agnostic about that. But an agnostic can hold reasons why they believe Christianity is false or why they believe
Correct.
Islam is false.
Yeah, because there's the local version and the global version. The local version would be, look, I believe that Zeus doesn't exist, right? That's a local version. But a global version is I don't make the claim there are no gods. And that's a big difference to be had there. And my recommendation to people, though, is stop just throwing the word no around, right? Because we're all talking about dosastic states. We're talking about our beliefs. To add in knowledge, it just adds an extra level that unless you have some competency in epistemology, it's just going to muddy the water. There's no sense to. There's no reason to, because we're just talking about your beliefs. Now, I think that's this one time where you flaunt Greece's maxims. Remember that I said that there are times to flaunt them, because to say that you know is going to require a long, arduous, in-depth explanation of what it means to know something. And sometimes you just don't want to have that long, in-depth conversation with somebody. So you just say, look, I'm holding the belief, because that's what we're talking about. When you're asking the question, does God exist? You're asking a person about their belief. You're not asking them what they're claiming to knowledge. Right. And so why involve that? You don't need to. That's one time you can flaunt those maxims and not worry about it, because I'm only asking you, what is your dosastic state when I say, does God exist?
But you could, as an agnostic, say, I don't know if a God exists, but I know that, like you said, Zeus, nah, the Christian Trinity, nah. I mean, you could take a position on all of those things without having to say that, therefore I'm an atheist. You could be an agnostic, just like I could be a Christian and take a position against atheism. You could be an agnostic, and if you want to argue with an atheist, you can. If you want to argue with a Christian, you can. If you want to argue with a Muslim, you can. So maybe I think, Steve, you should campaign and evangelize for agnosticism. Is like,
maybe
for all of you weak atheists, you can still have your I don't like Christians and Muslims or whatever your hobby horse is, and you can still be one of us.
But now you just want to win, because then on paper that they're closer to theism. So